Hey guys, this is Austin, and today I'm here with a review of the Samsung Galaxy Note 2. With a quad-core processor, massive 5.5-inch display, and Android 4.1 Jelly Bean, hit up that like button and let's take a look. First things first, the Note 2 is huge. With the screen approaching the size of 7-inch tablets, this really feels as big as a phone can get while still being pocketable. I never thought I would say this, but after using the Note 2, the Galaxy S3 seems tiny. It probably is too big for some people, but after a few hours with it, I was already loving the extra screen real estate. Even though it's made out of plastic, it feels solidly built, even better than the Galaxy S3. It's also clear that Samsung spent a lot of time making sure that it feels comfortable in the hand, something I've had issues with in some recent phones. Up front is the 1.9 megapixel front-facing camera, light and proximity sensors, and notification LED. You'll also find the 5.5-inch Super AMOLED display, which sports a resolution of 1280 by 720. The rest of the phone is fairly standard, with a micro USB port on bottom and volume rockers and a sleep wake button on either side. You're able to remove the rear cover, which gives you access to a MicroSD card slot of up to 64 gigabytes, SIM card on most carriers, and the battery. There's also an optional flip cover, which replaces your original back and gives you some protection for the screen. With 3100 mAh of capacity, the battery takes full advantage of the large size of the phone. While at the Note 2 launch event recently, I used the Note for an incredibly long day and it still wouldn't quit on me. If you try hard enough, you can probably drain it in a day, but it's among the best smartphones for battery life I've ever tested. Along with the bigger screen, probably the biggest differentiator between the Galaxy S3 and Note 2 is the S Pen. It's been improved quite a bit from the first Note, but it is first and foremost a stylus. The Note uses it in several creative ways, as it's pressure sensitive and allows you to do cool things like hover over thumbnails to expand and using handwriting recognition to type, but after the novelty wore off, I found most things are still easier and faster without the S Pen. The internals of the Note are just as impressive as the rest of the hardware. Inside, you'll find a 1.6 GHz quad-core Exynos processor paired with 2 GB of RAM. This is clocked higher than what you'll see in the international Galaxy S3, but now comes with LTE support in the US. I received a Sprint review unit from Samsung, which does come with LTE, however Sprint is just rolling it out in a few areas, so I wasn't able to test the speed except on their very slow 3G network. Speaking of carriers, the Note 2 is mostly identical no matter where you pick it up. The Sprint model features zero branding on the device at all, however Verizon has not only two huge logos on the back, but also a logo on the home button. Stay classy, Verizon. As good as the hardware is, after reviewing phone after phone with Android 4.0, the Note 2 is among the first new devices shipping with Android 4.1 Jelly Bean. I won't go too in-depth here, but the gist of it is the Note 2 is incredibly smooth doing practically everything, which is a huge plus for me. TouchWiz is also back, and while I prefer stock Android, I do admit as far as skins go, it really is entirely usable. The nature UX is here in full effect with lots of water and bird sound effects, which thankfully you can change, along with neat features like the water on the lock screen changes to ink when you use the S Pen to unlock. Features like Pop-Up Browser take great advantage of the large display by allowing you to view web pages and video while still browsing Twitter, for example. And a full multitasking mode that allows you to run 2 apps at a time is already on the international Note 2 and will be coming to US variants soon. The camera is identical to the Galaxy S3, which means you can expect very good performance. The 8 megapixel stills are generally very sharp and have good color and contrast. There are several built-in modes, and amazingly enough, they're actually not bad. Panorama mode is here and works well, as are several creative modes that highlight certain colors which can look awesome. 1080p video is also quite good, although stabilization is lacking as on most smartphones. The Samsung Galaxy Note 2 is easily among the best smartphones period. At $300 it's certainly a bit pricey, and I do recommend trying one as the size isn't for everyone, but I can wholeheartedly recommend the Note 2 as one of the best phones out there. If you're interested in winning one of these, be sure to subscribe to the channel as I'll be doing a giveaway very soon. Anyway guys, I will catch you in the next one.